See, the next unit is biomolecules. The biomolecules, that means the living system. The living system grows, sustains, and reproduces itself. So it is called biomolecule. There is a branch of the biochemistry. Now, the biomolecules mainly deals about the carbohydrates. So carbohydrates, that is, the carbohydrates means what? It is the aptically active polyhydroxy aldehydes or ketones or the compounds which is produced such units on hydrolysis called carbohydrates. So the carbohydrates mainly the produced in plants, that is from a very large group that is naturally occurring in the organic compound. Some examples are the sugar cane, starch, glucose. So these are the main thing, the carbohydrates branch classification. Now, the general formula of the carbohydrates usually CX H2OY. See, many of the compounds fit in this formula, the general formula. For example, glucose, the molecular formula is what? C6H12O6. This is the glucose molecular formula. Now we can fit this formula. So now C6H2O6. Now count 6 twos are 12. So hydrogen 12 and oxygen 6, carbon 6. So this are fit. But all the compound not fit in this maybe fit into this means that is not a carbohydrate. For example, acetic acid. Acetic acid formula is CH3COOH. Now, the acetic acid formula, that is CX, CF2 means that is C2, and hydrogen is 4 and oxygen is 2. Suppose CH2 twice. They are fit into this formula. 2 twos are 4, so 4 hydrogen, oxygen 2 and carbon 2. These are fit into this formula, but this is not a carbohydrate. This is not a carbohydrate. Sometimes, for example, that is what is it called? Ramenose. Ramenose. This formula is molecular formula is C6H12O5. We can look, see, there is not possible to fit this formula, but this is a carbohydrate. The ramenose is a carbohydrate. This fit into this formula, but this is not a carbohydrate. Many of the compounds fit into this formula. That is why we are using this general formula. Okay. So that carbohydrates mean that is further classified, right? That carbohydrate generally sweet in taste, sweet in taste. That is also called sugar. That most common sugar used are our foams. There is sucrose, whereas the sugar present in milk, known as lactose. These are called carbohydrates. Are also called saccharide. That is, saccharin means in Greek sugar. The classifications of carbohydrate. The classifications of carbohydrates, monosaccharide classification, monosaccharide, oligosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. First, we will see the classification of carbohydrate. First one is the monosaccharide. The monosaccharides means what? The carbohydrate that cannot be hydrolyzed further to give a simpler unit of polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketone. So this is called monosaccharides. That is the about 20 monosaccharides are known as occur in nature. That is some examples like glucose, fructose, ribose or ribose. These are the monosaccharides example. Then oligosaccharides. The oligosaccharide, that is the carbohydrates that yield to 2 to 10 monosaccharides. This is 2 to 10 monosaccharides units, that is monosaccharides units, that is on a hydrolysis are called oligosaccharide. That is further classified in this oligosaccharides: disaccharides, trisaccharide, tetrasaccharide, di, tri, tetra, like this, depending upon the number of the monosaccharides. So they are provided on the hydrolysis. Among the most common or disaccharides are, that is two monosaccharide units obtained on hydrolysis. Disaccharides may be same or different. That is the isomer may be same or the different. For example, the sucrose on hydrolysis, there is one molecule of sucrose on hydrolysis to give glucose and fructose. One molecule of this is one molecule of glucose and one molecule of fructose. So this is the examples of oligosaccharides. Then whereas this maltose, for example, maltose, similar way the maltose undergoes an hydrolysis to give two molecules of glucose only. That is, two molecules of glucose only gives. Sucrose gives glucose and fructose. Maltose gives two molecules of glucose only. So this is called oligosaccharides. Then polysaccharides. That is, polysaccharides mean large number. That is, large number of monosaccharides units on hydrolysis. So example here: starch, cellulose, glycogens, gums. So these are the examples of the polysaccharide. See, these are sweet in taste, but the polysaccharides not sweet in taste. Not sweet in taste. This is also called non-sugar. This is sugar. This polysaccharide is called non-sugar. So that is it also called reducing or non-reducing sugar. That is classification: reducing sugar and non-reducing sugar. So that reducing means that is which are reducing in filling or tolerant test. That is they are called reducing sugar. That all monosaccharides, whether the aldose or ketones, are reducing sugar. In disaccharides, if the reducing groups is monosaccharide, that is the aldehydic or ketonic group, are bonded. That is the non-reducing sugars. That is example sucrose. On the other hand, the sucrose in which the functional groups are free are called reducing sugar. For example, maltose and lactose are this. Okay. Then we will see the monosaccharides, details of the monosaccharides. The monosaccharides further classified, that is the basis of the number of carbon atom. I will tell you that number of carbon atom. See, 3 carbon atom. The general term is, that is the general term is in triose. They are called triose. For example, in aldehyde, functional group aldehyde, the functional group is ketone. Means you have to prefix that as aldehyde and the suffix is triose. So aldo triose. Aldo triose. Similarly, in ketonic functional group means keto triose. This is for carbon atom 3. Then 4 carbon atom. 4 carbon atom, simply you have to write tetrose. The same way, aldo tetrose and keto tetrose for ketonic functional group. Similarly, 5. The number of carbon atom 5 means this pentose. Pentose. This is aldo pentose and the ketonic functional group is keto pentose. Then carbon atom 6. Number of carbon atom 6 means that is hexose. Hexose. In the presence of aldehyde functional group, aldo hexose. In the presence of ketonic functional group, keto hexose. Number of carbon atoms 7. So this is hept. So that heptose. Then aldehyde functional group is aldo, heptose, and the ketonic functional group is keto, heptose. So these are the different types of the monosaccharides. The next is glucose, the preparation of glucose, then structure of glucose we will see next class.